the St. Norbert Celtics. The R.D. Parker Collegiate Trojans. Please welcome the Neelan Spartans.
What's that? A little bit. With the reschedule, it's calm to
The
travel.
John Taylor Pipers. The Westwood Warriors. And lastly, please give it up for our host team, the Neepawa Area Collegiate Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more big round of applause for our AAA JV Girls Basketball Championship contestants and players. At this point in time, I'd like to ask all of you to please rise, and we will call up one of NACI's students, Levin Cortez, to sing our national anthem. This is fine. Right here. You can stand here. Yep. You may be seated. I would like to acknowledge that Beautiful Plains School Division operates on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe people on Treaty 1 and 2. The Beautiful Plains School Division respects the spirit and intent of the treaties that were made on this territory. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past. We dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with the Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Players, if you'd like to just sit on the floor, you're welcome to do that as well. So for those of you that I have not had the pleasure to meet yet, my name is Mike Rainey. I am the principal of Neepawa Area Collegiate and co-convener of this event, alongside Miss Dawn Birch, who is my behind-the-scenes silent partner, whom you may have seen around. I'd like to welcome you all to our school and community. I would also like to congratulate all the teams on making it to these provincial championships. I hope you all have the opportunity to compete to the best of your abilities while still demonstrating excellence in citizenship and sportsmanship that is equally important for athletes and coaches. I hope your experiences are enjoyable and memorable. I'd like to call up from the Neepawa Tigers, the coach, Miss Brett Klein, who will now say a coach's oath. which will be followed by the captain of the Tigers team, who will say the player's oath, Quinn Sawchuk.
Good afternoon. In the name of all coaches taking part in the provincial championships, I promise that we will coach in a manner that is consistent with the spirit of true sport. I pledge our commitment to the true sport principles. We will model what we expect from all athletes: fairness, excellence, inclusion, and fun. Thank you.
In the name of all the competitors taking part in the provincial championships, I promise that we will compete with honor and respect. In the spirit of the true sport, we will abide by the rules of the games and recognize the commitment of the tireless volunteers who make this experience possible. I pledge our commitment to the true sport principles. We will strive for excellence, stay healthy in mind, body, and spirit, and have fun. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll now turn the mic over to the MHSAA Assistant Executive Director, Greg Jarvis, for his welcoming remarks.
On behalf of the Manitoba High School Athletic Association, I'd just like to congratulate all of this year's teams on the accomplishment of earning the right to represent your school here. It's a lot of hard work and dedication throughout the season to get this far, and you all deserve a great big round of applause for making it to this point. These championships don't happen without the great deal of work from many people, so I'd just like to take a few minutes to thank a few of those people, starting with our great group of volunteers and staff, community members from here in Neepawa Collegiate and the community of Neepawa. You can see looking around all the great things they've done. They've also had to go through a lot of hurdles, as many of you had, just to get here, to get this thing off this weekend with all the weather challenges and so on. So a great big thanks to the crew here, Mr. Rainey and Mrs. Birch, for everything they've done to get this ready for you guys to compete here this weekend. I'd like to also say a big thank you to the coaches. It's a lot of time you put in making sure that these athletes have the skills and the abilities and the preparation they need to be at their best here this weekend. It's also a lot of life skills that you teach them that extend well on after this championship, that will stay with them for many years. It's a lot of time you give away from your own lives, your own families, your own time. So again, great big thank you to all of you for all that you do throughout the year, year after year. So thank you, coaches. I'd also like to say a big thank you to our group of officials that come out. They're out throughout the season as well, giving up their time, putting in their knowledge, passing on what they've learned throughout the game as well to these athletes. Again, no refs, no games. So again, thank you very much to all the officials here this weekend as well. The Manitoba High School Athletic Association is also very fortunate to have a number of corporate supporters that believe very highly in the importance of high school athletics and the role it plays in the preparation of these athletes for life beyond school. You can see them in the program. You can see the ones from the community that have also stepped up from the community of Neepawa. We are very thankful and grateful for their continued support, and we hope that if you get a chance that you'll go out and support them as well. So thank you to them. Just before I close, I'd just like to say to the athletes, you know, everyone's here to win a provincial championship. Only one team's going to leave here with that, but you all have a great chance to make many memories, build on your relationships with your teammates, your fellow competitors. So I encourage you to take advantage of everything that the host group here, the community of Neepawa, has to offer to make those lifelong lasting memories before you go. Those are the things that you're really going to remember when you leave here. Way more important than that championship in the end. So take that time, enjoy your experience here, play to the best of your abilities, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Greg. Before closing, I would like to call up the Beautiful Plains School Division Assistant Superintendent, Krista Reynolds, for some welcoming remarks as well.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I don't know how many ways you can say thank you, but we're going to try as many as we can this afternoon. I'm going to come up with something a little different though. When we go to thank our coaches, you got to help me out, athletes. I'm going to shout hip hip and you're going to shout? Awesome. Okay, ready? So I'm just going to start by thanking our organizing committee. You had to reschedule today. You had to make a number of adjustments with the weather and the roads. It's been a challenge, but we know you've worked hard to prepare, and then adjusting, you've done even that extra step to go along the way to make it work, and you could have canceled. So a special thank you to all of you and everyone that's involved in making that work. On behalf of our BPSD Board of Trustees and our Superintendent, Mr. Young, I appreciate the opportunity to welcome all of our teams, those from across the province who've traveled far and wide to get here. As you know, the coaches have dedicated countless hours to work with our athletes, to develop you as a team, to ensure that you're skilled enough to be here to play. And we all want you to know how much we appreciate you. So on the count of 3, athletes, hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Thank you, coaches. You guys are awesome. We also want to congratulate our athletes for getting this far and making it to this level of competition in the province. You've trained hard to be here, and the skills you display this weekend extend far beyond high school. Your sportsmanship, commitment, and the ability to help each other through whatever comes your way, struggles or otherwise, those are memories that will continue to help you succeed. Also, a special thank you to families, officials, and all those who have come out to support the event. Lastly, to Neepawa Collegiate staff involved for hosting this weekend, Beautiful Plains School Division wishes all of you the best of luck, wishes all of our teams a great weekend, and most importantly, we hope you have a chance to take it all in and have fun. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you. I would also like to say one last thank you to our sponsors. I would like to thank the MHSAA sponsors of Sport Manitoba, Manitoba's Credit Unions, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, Baltic Athletics, Luscious Orange, Manitoba Hydro, Boston Pizza, Payworks, Huddle. I'd also like to thank the local sponsors in Neepawa, Boston Pizza, Dairy Queen, CIBC, BMO, RBC, Stride Credit Union, Neepawa Gladstone Co-op, Neepawa Golf and Country Club, Tim Hortons, and Fresh Mart. Certainly without those sponsors, these events would not be possible, so thank you to them. We're going to be concluding the ceremonies here shortly. I would like to ask, so just for players that have stored any of their belongings in the canteen area, after we conclude the opening ceremonies, I'd like to ask for you to remove it because we're going to be setting up for the banquet right away. You're welcome to use your host classrooms, or you can carry it along with you, whatever works. And then lastly, thank you to the NECI and NMS staff and student volunteers for their time and effort in making this event a reality. We're now going to be moving to the first semi-final game between WC Miller and Morden. Thank you very much, and good luck.